So you either want to download my video, or you want to look at it for a minute, or some of you are looking at it a while longer. Many people don't want to watch. And is it all just a bunch of brand new people every time? Or is it the same ones that don't want to watch? I mean, what's the thing I'm going to do? I am not going to do much of anything. I'm going to tell you the end of the world is nigh. And I'm going to tell you there will be some very difficult things people will be required to do. Required to do some really difficult things. And I mean, it's not going to be very hard to be like me, because I know about these things. For me, this will be nothing that I can't just somehow do. That I won't be able to somehow understand. That I truly won't be able to somehow comprehend, or that I didn't already know about. I know about a lot of it. I know a lot about what people do, things people say. Here, let me read you your fortune, the person that will watch this. Maybe you are the first one. First one to watch this. This is their fortune, if they wish. To understand me, they can say many things. But is that magic? Here's a deck of cards I'll show you. Here's the cards in the deck. Right here. King of Hearts. So now what? Now I shuffle the deck of cards. I mean, do you trust me? Will I be able to read to you your fortune? Truly explain to you who you are without ever meeting you or even knowing that you were going to watch this. That it would be you. I mean, hey, it's you now. You are the one. These are your cards. What cards are they? And it's not easy to see, but these are them. You've got the King of Hearts and the Ace of Hearts. You're doing pretty well now, my fair friend. You are the one. I'm talking to you. I mean, whoever wants to watch this and say, I was the first one. I was the first. Now, were you really like me? Well, you can't be, if you say so. Now here we go. I shuffled the cards. Now here's your number, if you will. This card right here, it has 3 numbers. Remember that. 3 numbers. 2 and 1 here, which is 3. This is your number right here. Remember that. You've got the number 1, the 4, and 11. So your number, my friend, let me explain this to you in this way, so you'll be coherent. Now, hopefully, this is your number. This is a good number. I don't know if you'll ever see it. I don't know if it'll ever appear before you like it does now. It did today. Not very often that you'll see this number appear in a sequence. And you'll have these cards to show somebody. Right here. See these cards? Just a second. You see 3 cards here. Where are they? They're the we need better lighting in here. They're the Jack of Hearts, the Ace of Clubs, and the 4 of Spades. And what do I make of those cards? What I gather from that is that this number I'm talking about that is yours is actually 1, 1, 1, 4. And 4 is my special number. It's a particular number that has something to do with me. So perhaps you have something to do with me. And let's go on. The 4 is a spade. Well, spade is an important thing to me because it symbolizes death. Now, it also symbolizes the act of actually nihilism or being blind. The ace of clubs means something to me, but not very much. It just means that's a very good number. I mean, an ace. And the club, I mean, it doesn't mean nothing. What do you think it means? What would you say about that? Is this one-eyed Jack? Truly a one-eyed Jack, I must say, means he's only got one eye. I mean, yeah. No, it means that basically he's not really all there. He's not really making it. It's like he's making sense. But I'm saying, that's your future, buddy. Like, it's ain't gonna make sense. I mean, your fortune is pretty good. You got a good number. Well, you got some potential there, kid. Maybe someday you'll be like me. You'll own the world. I hope so. I said that you resemble me in a way, don't you remember? I've said a lot of things to my people. People I might not say nothing really to. I mean, I don't know who they are. And I have friends. I talk to them like this. Like, hey, what are we going to have to do about Hitler? I mean, he was an underachiever. I mean, that guy, he had potential. Is that a good thing to say to people when they think you're somehow holy? Or better yet, the guy that would know what to do next? The people, I'm talking about taking over the world and how you would do that. And, well, yeah, I'm going to do that. So you should probably try to come and stop me. Say, don't take over the world. And I'll say, well, somebody's got to do it. It's got to be done. Take over the world or not. I mean, not just take over the world like, oh, make it so it's my world that I took over, but I'll say, I think someone's trying to take over the world, and in order to prevent them from doing that, I have to remain free. But you do understand that means that I will then have taken over the world. And then in a way there's like, you want to do things that are wrong to people. All I say is people should be given a fair choice. And they don't know what that means, and they don't care. But I'm looking out for people that have rights, or I'm trying to do one simple thing. Tell you what's going to happen in the future, and how you can make a difference. I understand reading cards is not going to make much of a difference to a lot of people, but you do understand. That's a peculiar number. To think that's the number is strange. Because for a long time I would speak about, now I didn't know all there was ever to know about numbers, but I know many things today about numbers that are very strange. I mean, you wouldn't really think, you think, wow, what is that supposed to mean? And I only know very little about it today, but I just discovered it a day ago. I mean, I've been thinking about it, like, you could apply statistics to this code, this probability here, that this is the likelihood of this happening, and that sometimes it become 100%. Like, there's no other way. It's like, I wish I could explain to you what I know by telling you exactly what I know, but you'd have to be filling in the research I've done. And it's not drugs. And it's not just nothing. It's use a code that's called English Gematria to predict the future. And I've done it. And I know it works. And I know that you can use it to somehow your advantage at times. And that people might want to do that. Well, try and see what it does. Because it's interesting to watch a man that doesn't know what he's doing try to somehow make people do as he says. And finding out that, no, that's not what's going to work. I mean, I'm only looking for a way to make this a little bit more realistic to people that say that it's all about basic level understandings, or it's all about knowing how to make a video, or it's knowing about how to do a lot of things that they would say they know how to do. Because who would they be? I mean, they'd have to be God. They'd have to be the Lord, and say that, and then have magic abilities, be able to prove the point that they are, like, yeah, beyond a shadow of a doubt, like you are who you say you are, regardless now of what everybody else says, because that's been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt. I mean, who don't want to prove that they are who they say they are, or who don't want to prove to somebody that they know what they are doing, or that they are going to be able to do something that will be more than anything, or more than anyone has ever done. I mean, the greatest person to ever live. Who would that be? I'd say, I don't know, but he always ends up a dead man. And it's not because I think I'm great that I'm saying that. I'm saying, who do you think is great? All I say is, there's your future. You might have a good future now. You keep watching this. Watch this again, and I'll see if you return. Remember, I give you the number. You have your number now. You'll remember when it's called, like what number that is. But there is a way to find out what your numbers are. I mean, all you need is your name and birth date, and that's where you start, and that's where you finish. I mean, who you are, the basics. This is who you are. Not too much to go on, but that's a lot more than you think. Numbers do strange things for people. I mean, some people love numbers. Some people really don't know what I'm talking about. Some people really don't know what all that means. I mean, some people are clueless as to why it would be about numbers, or somehow be about why you would then know what you were talking about. What you were then talking about is how you would know things. How you would know that I am what you say. Or you say what I am. Or you would try to fool me, you see. I'm not fooling you. So honest with you. I'm as honest as I can be. But let's not talk about that like you were honest with me very well. I mean, you didn't leave any comments or anything. You watched and then you left. No comments from you one time. You say, hey, you really do make this, like, what are you doing? You can do this. I mean, who's breaking the law now? The people that don't have nothing to say, or the ones that want to do it? And like I said, there's somebody that's already sitting there, and they've been sitting in that seat for quite some time. And who are they? And I get up and walk around. I mean, I'm sitting here now. Maybe someday you won't see me sitting here, and who will it be? I mean, you gotta know these things to know these things. Like, who's sitting there? I mean, who is? Like you? You're sitting there? Well, who is that sitting there now? I mean, who do you think you are watching me? I mean, do you think you can watch me do these things? Because if you can, you're right, but right about what? That you're gonna watch this video and say, yeah, I've seen that. What are you saying? Well, why don't you tell me what I need to know? I mean, you know that I made this video, so then you can tell me what I need to know. And then what's it going to be? That I don't need to know anything. I mean, I could make better videos. I could do a lot of things better if I wanted to. But I just want this to be like, it's simple. Why don't you just tell me what you're doing and be honest and tell me? Like, who are you doing this to? What part do you what role do you play in the government as to say you want to do this, or that they were somehow hiding something from you and you need to know what that is? You need to be able to see me. Or what? You're not going to say? You're going to lie? Or what? You're the good American. You'll do the good things that need to be done. I know a lot of Americans that do a lot of things, and many of them are lying. I mean, what do you want your big brother to say when he shows up? He says, "What are you doing? I mean, you needed all that. That's good. Real good that you needed all that from us." And then said, "But you ain't nothing to me. And you need to do what?" I really am asking you, do you need to commit a crime because you seemingly think you are committing crimes? I mean, I would think you watch this because you really are interested in knowing what crime is, and you want to watch this to see what you can now do, and you want to watch this to see if what I say is honest. And I say, do you think I'm committing a crime? I mean, I could be. Maybe this guy over here is going to die. I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, where is he? You ain't ever seen him. So what are you going to do? Are you going to kill him? You going to kill that guy? I mean, really, what guy? You've never seen him. Would you kill him? Because he's who? Because he's you? Or because, hey, maybe I should get that guy to tell me. But he seems to have shut up. I mean, maybe he's dead. And really, that could be the point of that. That guy's dead. That's why he doesn't say anything. I mean, I don't hear him. Do you hear him? Like talking to you and saying things? Some dead guy? I don't know. I don't know, but maybe you do. Or maybe you know that something else is happening. Like, wait, what you said is that guy, he was underground. So yeah, he's prepared for nuclear winter. Some people are not. The question is, what do you need to do? What do you need to say? And what is a government? And what does it do? Who does it protect from itself? Who will it protect? What kind of government do you think we have here? One that's a good one? One that don't know what to do? Because I remember a day when they really didn't get it. And I'd like to say I could be proud of the red, white, and blue. On that day, I found out that many people didn't know that they would just forget. And they had forgotten. I mean, what the hell you want to do? You want to watch some planes? There's one that's up in the air that's missing. A lot of planes come up missing. I mean, oh, no big deal. I mean, I don't need about that. I don't want to know about people missing. I don't know about no missing people. It's nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. And then people come up missing. And I go, no, not my problem. I mean, I'm right here. I mean, I know where I'm at. The question is, where are they? I mean, who wants to look into that and investigate that to find out where the missing people went to? And they came up missing a long time ago. I mean, there are a lot of them that just came up missing for no apparent reason. Little to say. Where are they? Are they dead? I mean, the government might know. I mean, they do a lot of things. They might know about who's come up missing and if they're dead. They might not want to tell you anything about it. I mean, they say you ain't got a right to know. What do I say? Say that ain't very good government. Pretty evil. Some pretty evil things. That's all I have to say. It's evil that they do that. What are they supposed to do? I'd say, tell people the truth about what you're doing. Like, can you do it? And they say, no. No, you can't. You need to tell people the truth about what we're doing. I say, well, they won't know what to say. They won't know what you are doing. They'll say, don't let them do that. And I'll say, I'm afraid somebody said they can. Said, if you don't know what the government's doing, then you need to know now. You need to know the government's doing some things. You need to know that it ain't so easy. As many times as I don't like to say it's just as easy as that, because what they would say is it could be a lot easier. Or we just do what we got to do. And we say, we did that. They're ready to go. They know what to do. They know where their enemies are at. And we'd be killing our enemies. We wouldn't be talking to you about that. We'd be asking you, did you help them do these things? You think this is a game? You think this is somebody being funny? He's laughing about it, saying, man, I really like that. I like saying things to you because you got this good idea and you should be somebody. Be somebody that's going to do all these things. Do all these things to people. People that you know care about, that you like to. And say you're evil. And say, I can help you. I can make you good. Because I'm just like that. I know what you're going through. A lot of hard times. No one would care. No one cares about you. And the CIA and the FBI, they say that. No one gives a damn about you. No one gives a damn about anybody here, you see. What they're really saying is that no one gives a damn about any of this shit. No one gives a damn about any of it. It's all fucked up. What would you call it at that point? I don't know. But I would say the shit hit the fan, and they said, it's through. It's done. No more of that. What do you have to say? I mean, I wish you were sitting there, but you're not. And what should I say? Those men were good men, or not good men. Some of the men that were sitting there. The other men didn't know what to do, and a lot of them were dead. And we could end up that way. And what should I tell you? 4 spades. That's how I do what I do. Do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But you see, I know what's going to happen. You can believe it or not. I mean, I'm not making this video because I don't believe that I'm telling you the truth. I don't make this video because I need to lie to you exactly. It's that I don't know where you stand. And you ain't made it very clear to me that you do either. I mean, what you make clear to me is you really don't know. And don't want to find out. Would rather not know. I go, oh, so Josh wants to know about that. Yeah, Josh wants to know what you're doing. Josh wants to know what you're doing on the internet. Watching me. Who's doing that? And then they say, I don't know. Well, somebody knows, and I wish you knew. So who knows? You ought to say that. We're going to perform another magic trick. We'll see if you can help me. We'll see if your magic is as good as you say. If you truly are a magician. And you'll see. There are many magic tricks you can play. Many ways to trick someone into thinking it's magic. And isn't that what Einstein said? I mean, didn't he? Einstein said many things. But what else do you need to know about Einstein, really? I mean, we got Hiroshima, we got Nagasaki. Those were the bombs. Little boy and fat man. I think that was their names. Anyways, they were dropped on 2 cities and they were decimated. Just like that. That's what we're talking about. But it seems to me like, well, what do you really talk about? I watch TV once in a while to find out. What are people talking about? They're not talking about anything. Now, is that what you're talking about? That no one seems to be talking about this. Because if you are, then why would you need me? I mean, you need me to talk about this? 2, 10, 9, 3, 5, 6, 7, 3, king, suicide king, 3, ace of spades, 9, 7, 8, 2, 8, ace, king, ace, king, 5, 9, 3, 4, queen, 5, 10, 8, joker. Well, that's how long it takes.